I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Kenny. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like a Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. And give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keeta. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route, that seen it. Now I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, young G's. And I'm a self-made man out of Sweden. And it's still off top, I'm tweaking. But I still gotta fight my demons. I ain't no good, I'm evil. I ain't been clean since Eden. It's a war going on outside. Make you put your hands on your head like the Macarena. That's why I gotta watch my demeanor. You know they locking up blacks and Latinos. It's the same old game, ain't nothing.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the WAG show. This is episode 68. I'm your host, Ben Husser. We are here to talk about today's best bets for Thursday, May 18th. Today's stream sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Shout out to Chick-fil-A. I mean, anyone in this chat, I'm sure, has eaten at Chick-fil-A. It's a fine establishment with some of the nicest workers in the restaurant industry. So shout out to Chick-fil-A. I'm assuming you're watching the stream since you're sponsoring it. So if you would ever like to slide me some free Chick-fil-A, I would greatly appreciate it. So shout out to Chick-fil-A. Big fan here. Big fan of the entirety of Bet Karma and DFS Karma Nation. Big fans of Chick-fil-A. So shout out to CFA. In terms of the stream today, what do you guys want to talk? Like, what are we going to talk about, bro? We got one playoff game and we have like 2 baseball games. I mean, this is insane. There's just not much going on. So we're going to have to try and find some plays in this basketball game because I need some action. I got nothing. Like 2 baseball games, that really does not move the needle for me. So we're going to have to find some plays. I'm sweating out Keegan Bradley, first round leader. He's tied for the lead right now. So Keegan, come on. If you guys are in the Discord, I bet him to win the tournament at 90-1. I also bet him first round leader. He's tied for the lead right now. So Keegan, keep it up. He was on fire and then doubled, but he's battled back a little bit. So shout out to Keegan. NFL playoff makers, yeah. So, dude, the AFC, like, I don't know. What was it last week? Was it last week when we did 2 weeks ago, or last week when we did the early look power rankings for NFL? And I mean, the AFC was like impossible to decipher. So I have no idea. We could do like divisions. Okay, so we will go through NFL a little bit. Let's pull this up here. Let's pull this up. We will we'll go through a little divisional. We'll go through divisions and then see if we can piece it together that way. All right, let's see here. Divisions. All right. Okay, we'll start AFC. We'll go AFC East. Obviously, 3 really, really good teams here. The Patriots are okay, but 3 really good teams here. Bills, Jets, Dolphins. I had Dolphins kind of far down in my power ranks, but I kind of said that if you guaranteed me Tua played every game, they would have been much higher. I'm a little bit higher on the Jets. People seem to think the Jets are just going to be terrible. I'm not really buying that. And then obviously the Bills are going to be fine. So literally all three of those teams can make the playoffs. That's insane. The Bills are favored at plus 130 to win the division. Then you have the Jets at plus 250, Dolphins at plus 290. Pick two who made it last year who won't make it this year. Two who made it last year who won't make it this year. Okay. I need to pull up who made it last year. And I'll do that. Yeah, let me see this bracket. All right, last year we had Jags, Chargers. Both of those I could see making it. Bengals, Ravens. Both of those I could see making it. And Bills, Dolphins. Both of those I could see making it. Wow. Okay, so first and foremost, two who made it last year who won't make it this year. They're both coming on the NFC side. The Bucks are not making the playoffs. They skated in last year because their division was terrible, and they don't have Tom Brady anymore. So the Bucks, they made it last year. They will not be making it this year. One of the Vikings or Giants, they matched up in round one of the playoffs. I could see one of them missing the playoffs. So I'll say Bucks and Giants don't make it. Vikings have a better chance because their division is not good. So we'll say two that made it last year that won't make it, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New York Giants. Two that didn't make it last year that will make it this year. Whoever wins the NFC South will obviously, because I don't think the Bucks will get in. So whoever wins that will get in. So I think it's between the Saints and the Falcons. You guys know from my power rankings, I'm a little bit higher than consensus on the Falcons, but the Saints ran absolutely pure with their schedule. They have like the easiest schedule in the NFL through the first like 6 or 7 weeks of the season. So it's kind of like they're going to have a nice little cushion, I think, on the divisional race. So I'll say Saints did not make it last year. They will make it this year. And who's going to go in place of the Giants? The Lions. Lions are favored to win their division. So there you go. That was actually easier than I thought. The AFC is just ridiculous, dude. Did the Panthers draft to replace DJ Moore? They took what's his name that I think is pretty solid, but I don't know. I mean, I'm like the number one DJ Moore defender. People hate on DJ Moore. DJ Moore's very, very good. I don't know if you can just replace him, but I think the Panthers will be fine. I'm a big Bryce Young guy. If you guys don't know, I'm not as concerned about him being tiny as everybody else. I don't understand why Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray back-to-back went number one overall, and I feel like we didn't really hear this narrative of like, oh, they're too small. Like everyone was upset. Like back when those two guys went number one overall, that was like the narrative was like, oh, you don't have to be a big quarterback anymore. Like look at Drew Brees, blah, blah, blah. And then those guys suck just because they're not good. Like has nothing to do with being big or small. Like they just can't read the field. And now it's back to like, oh, Bryce Young's too small. Bryce Young can read the field as good as anybody. And he's a rookie. Like absolutely very hard worker, very, very smart, definitely can read the field. So I don't have any concerns about Bryce Young. I think as long as he stays healthy, I think he's going to be very good. So I think the Panthers will be fine. I don't know about this year, but moving forward. Tough to go against the Bills. I would still probably pick them to win that division, but I do think, dude, the Jets and Dolphins both are very live there. Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers, 4 very good teams. Best division in football, top to bottom. All 4 of those teams can make the playoffs. All 4 of those teams are good. Steelers are definitely 4th for me just based off their quarterback play, though. And you guys know my first future, I've only put one future in on NFL this season, and it's Baltimore Ravens to win the Super Bowl. I'm very, very high on the Ravens this year. So, and that's not to say I'm low on the Bengals. I think the Ravens are going to be really good. So I like both those teams. Again, another division where 3 teams can make the playoffs. What changes did the Steelers make? I don't think they made any changes, but the Steelers do what they do every year. They're never bad. They're like Mike Tomlin's never had a losing record. And I mean, if you look at the roster top to bottom, Steelers, they're better than they were last year because they improved the offensive line, and Kenny Pickett is not a rookie. He's like a year advanced. So the Steelers were decent last year, and they're slightly better than they were last year. So they'll still be in the mix. Four very, very good teams. Their defense is good, and they just win games. I can't argue it. I'm not even like a huge Mike Tomlin guy, but I can't. The guy's never had a losing record. I can't argue it. I don't know, it's insane. AFC South, definitely worst division in football. Jags, Titans, Colts, Houston. It's just bad. Jags are very good. The Titans, and I definitely don't like Will Levis. So that's a pass. Colts could be fun if Anthony Richardson pans out, but I'm not going to like pick them to make the playoffs or anything. So you're only getting one team from the AFC South, and it's whoever wins the division. And then AFC West, again, 4 good teams. The Raiders, I guess, are kind of meh, but the Chiefs and Chargers are very good. And then I think the Broncos are solid. Like last year, the Broncos were everyone's trendy pick, and they improved their coaching situation drastically, and now nobody likes them. So I still think the Broncos are decent. So I think you're taking 2 from that division. I think you're taking 1 from the AFC South. And then, it's just a battle between these 7 teams in the AFC East and AFC North. Actually insane. Like, I think, so looking at this, like, because you said, what changes they make? Like, I think the Steelers are better than the Patriots, for example. So that's why I would say it's the best division. The Bengals obviously are very good. The Ravens are very good. The Browns are good. Like, I know people hate on the Browns, and they weren't very good last year, but I think it's a different situation this year. Having Deshaun Watson for the whole offseason, he doesn't have to deal with the suspension. They've made a ton of great moves, upgraded the defensive coordinator drastically. They just made a nice trade for Zadarius Smith. So I'm not saying the Browns are going to I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to win 12 games, but they're definitely solid. And the Steelers are solid. They're going to win 8, 9, 10 games. So, yeah. NFC, I mean, Eagles obviously are winning that division. I'm sorry. Unless, crazy stuff goes wrong with injuries, they're winning. There will be a 13-4, 14-3 team to miss, and the Jags get in. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, the Jags are good, though. I'm not as mad at that as I would be. Like last year, the Bucs weren't good. So them, although that's a different conversation, too, because the NFC just isn't good. Like last year, the Bucs getting in is stupid because they're not good. But then at the same time, the NFC kind of sucks. The AFC is so loaded, it's so stupid. But the Jags are good. I'm not mad about that. Them getting in, they're good. They're solid. I have good expectations for them. I don't know. I'm a little bit down on the Giants this year. Commanders might be sneaky, but I think you obviously have Eagles and Dallas. Dallas is not winning anything. I'm sorry, with Mike McCarthy calling plays. Cowboys fans can be mad all they want. I've said it for 2 years. They're not winning anything with him as coach, let alone with him calling plays. They're not winning anything. So I'm sorry, Dallas, but just Dallas Cowboys fans, don't even get your hopes up. Don't even get your hopes up this year. Maybe pick another team until they get rid of Mike McCarthy. There's literally no reason to just root for that team. They're not winning anything. And if I'm wrong, I don't know. I'll do something if I'm wrong, but they're not winning anything with Mike McCarthy calling plays. I'm sorry. NFC North, Lions, I do think probably win this division, but dude, the Lions, they've gotten too trendy. Everyone loves the Lions now, It's kind of gives me bad vibes around the team, even though I like Dan Campbell and I want them to be good. It kind of gives me some pause, the fact that so many people are on the Lions bandwagon. So NFC North could get a little crazy. What's the picks for tonight's games? Yeah, we're going to look at the predictor here in a minute for NBA. We're just talking NFL because I have nothing else to talk about today because there's no baseball games. So I'm going to pull the NBA game up in a second. We'll talk about it. Saints and stuff, we just talked about that. NFC West, I mean, Niners and Seahawks both are very good. Niners are going to win the division, assuming they're healthy for the most part. But I like the Seahawks team. I had them top 4 in my power ranks. I think they're good. I like their draft this year. They obviously have weapons. I mean, 3 really, really good receivers. Seahawks are underrated. Yeah, I mean, they made the playoffs last year. I don't know if they're underrated, but they're definitely solid. I think they'll probably make the playoffs again. All right, if you guys want some NBA picks, we'll try and find some. Okay, if you're in the chat, what are you guys' thoughts on the game as a whole? You got Lakers or Nuggets. You can see public all over the Lakers here. 66% of the bets, 68% of the money on Lakers money line, 60% of the bets on Lakers plus 5.5. Public loves Lakers tonight. Who you guys got? Lakers or Nuggets tonight? What's going on? 226 totals low. Two Lakers and 1 Nuggets. Anyone else? Who you guys got? Lakers or Nuggets tonight? I like Nuggets. Yeah, I feel like bad talking about this series because a couple more Nuggets came in. Okay, so you guys, if you guys watch me or you've read my content, like first of all, I've provided daily fantasy content for almost 6 years. And sports betting obviously has kind of taken over, and I've had success with that. And it just went live in my state earlier this year. So if you guys watch my content, I hate people that don't take stands on things. Like, just have some conviction. If you're going to give out content or analysis, like, I hate the people that, like, they'll give out, like, 18 things and then be like, oh, I was right. But, like, because it's, like, one thing of the 18 was right. I hate people like that. And I hate people that just flip-flop. Like, just have some conviction with your takes. So I'm always someone like, I'll take a stand. I'm not scared to be wrong because I'm right more than I'm wrong. I'm not scared to be wrong. But I want to be convicted with my takes. I don't have any conviction on this series. I hate it. I can't figure it out. Like, I like LeBron. I'm fine with LeBron winning. I think he gets too much hate. I don't like to entertain the, like, whole debate, like, is he the greatest of all time? I hate getting into that. It's stupid. So I don't want to do that, but I do like LeBron. I understand why people don't like him, but I'll root for him, especially because I'm from Northeast Ohio. And I love Nikola Jokic. He's my favorite player. I've defended him for 2 years. People are starting to catch on. I went on that rant the other day about how the media is just pushes agendas and act like he's not good. But so it's like both sides. I think I'm fine with winning, and I can't decide, man. I can't decide. You came out 80 to give you 25 plus when they're playing every other night. I think that's definitely an underrated storyline, is if he's going to hold up playing every other night. I do think there's like serious questions about that for sure. I like Nuggets, but want Lakers to win. Yeah, it's tough, man. I think in general, it's really tough to go against Denver at home. They're so good at home. But I don't know. I mean, if any team is going to steal a game there, it's probably a LeBron-led team, very good at stealing games. I feel the same. That's why I'm not betting. Yeah, this is like I haven't really put in any bets on this series. Like I just want to watch it as like a fan because I really just don't know. But I could, like, LeBron's good at, he's stolen a game in the first 2 series. He's done that his whole career. But I don't know. I feel like the Lakers had, like, Lakers fans are like, oh, the Nuggets aren't going to shoot that well again. I mean, I don't know if you can say that like at home. You know, I think the Lakers had a really good shot to steal a game in game one. Like they were down so big, they cut it. And it's like they had a really good chance to steal that game and they didn't. So I don't know if they can win in Denver unless it's like a game seven, because it's really tough to go against LeBron in a game seven. So I don't know. I don't know. I think Denver will probably win at home. And I think it's probably going to go 7. If the Lakers win tonight, I think that would really, really help them out in terms of me thinking that they can win the series. You still got Celtics in 5. Oh my God. Yeah, we didn't even talk about this at the start. What is this? What is with the Boston Celtics? This team makes no sense. I've never seen a team as good as them that just shits the bed. Like, what are they doing? They make no sense to me. They did this in the Sixers series, right? They're coming home with the chance to take the lead in the series, and they choked and lost. Like the team makes literally no sense. Yeah, they had a bad game. Yeah. Like the team makes no sense to me. Do I still have them in 5? I don't know. I mean, I don't think I can pick them to win 4 games in a row. So I guess 6 now. But what the hell are they doing, man? I do think the Heat, like, I don't know. The Heat shot well, but dude, Max Strus, shout out to Max Strus. He locked down Jason Tatum. He really did. He was playing some fantastic defense in the second half of that game. So, look, I don't know. I still take the Celtics for the series, but no, I don't think that they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win 4 in a row. I guess probably pick them in 6 now. I mean, what is going on? I totally forgot about that. I tried to erase that from my memory. I have no idea where these points are coming. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very strange. Like, I feel like I said yesterday they can't keep – it's like the Breaking Bad. Like, you can't keep getting away with this, but they do. They do get away with it. It's very strange. All right. So, I think I'm on Nuggets here, but, oh, God, I don't know. I'd probably take Nuggets to cover at 5.5. 5.5 I think I'm comfortable with, but I'm sure LeBron will just shove it down my throat, to be honest. Pause. All right, let's look at the predictor. Pause. Yeah, that's not what I meant. Can we define the term lockdown containment? Yeah, he had 30, but he was not very efficient. He was not very efficient. Strus had some big possessions on him. I was impressed. Like, I came away from the game and I was like, wow. Like, I didn't think Max Strus had that in his bag, but apparently he does. Predicted like Schroeder over 8.5 again. That's sold in the first game, so I don't know if I want to go back to that. I talked yesterday, like we'll probably see some lineup changes. I think if I had to pick one off the rip right here that I like, I think that Austin Reeves is going to play better tonight. So I like him over 15.5 points. And I also think that gotta love KCP. I literally was about to say it. I love KCP tonight at home here. Over 11 points. You can get it at 10.5 on the books. Love that. So I agree with you. KCP over points and Austin Reeves over points. That's my 2 favorite plays. So if you guys play on Prize Picks, you could probably pair those 2 together, however. So you could pair together Reeves points and KCP points. I like both those numbers. That's probably my favorite too. I think that this is a Reeves game, and I could definitely see KCP hitting some threes. And yeah, he took a ton of shots in that first game. You could bet him over 1.5 threes too. KCP, that is. I think maybe. What do you guys think about D'Lo unders? You think that there's some? I know the predictor likes it, but I don't know if that's really adjusting for the fact that he could see a little bit of a decreased role. We kind of saw these rumors about like the Lakers are scared about like benching him at the end of games because they don't want to make him mad or something. Like, who cares, bro? You're trying to win a championship. You're worried about what D'Angelo Russell thinks. You're trying to win a championship. That's insane to me. So what do you guys think? Maybe D'Lo unders, MPJ rebounds. Yeah, he's been boarding like crazy the last few games. His line's at 6.5. We have him slightly over 7, so that looks like pretty good to me. That looks pretty good. I also could see LeBron being a little more aggressive early in the game, points like attacking the basket and stuff. So I don't hate 25 and a half points for LeBron. He's annoying, especially that stupid drink he's promoting. Yeah, he is annoying. I like him because he went to OSU, but I don't know. You said Reeves points. Yeah, Reeves over points, 15.5, and KCP over 11 points. That's my two favorites. And I kind of like this MPJ rebounds that you posted in chat. I think that's pretty good. Any MLB picks? Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 games. I made a post earlier. I thought it was interesting. Let me pull up the trends tool here. There's a lot of money coming in. I guess it changed. There was some serious money in on the Cardinals early, but that seems to have changed. Earlier, it was like way different. Like the Cardinals had a lot more money on them. So I don't know. I mean, Blue Jays seeing a little reverse line movement here. Public, obviously, on the Yankees, but lines moving towards the Blue Jays. So maybe you could look at Toronto, but no, I don't like anything for these 2 games, really. All right, that about does it. We've been on here almost half hour. There's really nothing to chat about. We did give out 2 NBA picks literally just a second ago, so I'm assuming you heard them. If you didn't, you can go back and rewatch the stream. Hop in the Discord, betkarmachat.com, download the BetKarma app, click the chat room link, get in there for free. What were your picks for today? For NBA, we like Austin Reeves over 15.5 points and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope over 11 points. You can get that at 10.5 on the books. And we also like Michael Porter Jr. over 6.5 boards. MLB, no picks, really, only 2 games, and I don't know. Looks kind of gross to me. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Tomorrow, noteworthy. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. noon stream. So if you guys are on the schedule of watching at 3, you'll just have to watch the replay. But 12 p.m. noon stream tomorrow. And there's like a big baseball slate. So we'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow. But 12 noon for the stream tomorrow. And then we'll talk maybe some stuff for the weekend too. We'll see what's going on over the weekend. And yeah, good luck with your bets tonight, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m.